Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with a TS-54, which is pretty much the tank which you are getting while buying World of Tanks Plus, although not everything is so simple. You will have this tank until you are going to be a paying customer for World of Tanks Plus. Whenever you will make a decision to stop your subscription, obviously this tank will be taken away from you. This tank has one extraordinary feature which no tanks in the World of Tanks has, and even though it is a heavy tank, you can use any crew from the same nation, Aka tank destroyers, light tanks, medium tanks, you name it, without any penalty, right? So this is pretty much the best thing about this tank, in my opinion. Obviously, being a premium tank, it is making credits as well, right? But now let's talk the tank. For me, I played some games with it, and I would not say this tank is the best tank in the World of Tanks. For me, I got average vibes from this vehicle. I enjoy going for a double penetrations with this tank because you are reloading very quickly. That is absolutely amazing and that is awesome. But there is some things which are not so great. As an example, I did not found the armor particularly awesome on this vehicle, right? Whenever you are sitting hold down, you are going to get penetrated into the ears of this tank, which is fair enough, you know. It's good. The tank which is being given for a paying customer is not going to be heads down better than anything else in the game, so that is a positive thing, right? Now, speaking about the gun, 280 alpha damage is kind of low for a heavy tank. In fact, it is very low for a heavy tank, although you have two guns. 218 millimeters of penetration with the standards, nothing too crazy. 252 millimeters of penetration with a gold, nothing too crazy either. So yeah, this is the start, and this is how we could describe this vehicle for now, right? Now, another thing, pay attention to the reload time. If you fired one shell, you must wait for a second shell unless it is life or death situation. Other than that, I would not recommend to shoot the second shell pretty much ever before getting the last shell back. Does it make sense what I'm saying? The main reason being is because you are killing your DPM pretty damn significantly, and it is just not a good way to play with this tank, honestly. Although what I enjoy is going for the double penetrators, or for the double penetrations, I suppose to say. That is hell of a fun. You can obviously do the same thing with a tier 8 Soviet heavy tank, which is the 703, right, premium one, and you will do even more alpha damage and whatnot. Or alternatively, you can play with a Soviet Tech 3 tank, which is also just fine, you know. At least I do not find this tank somehow extraordinary speaking about the gameplay, right? I really want to highlight this. And once again, tank is not horrible. I've definitely seen the worst tanks in the game, and the tank is definitely not broken, at least from my point of view. I cannot see anything what would make this tank better than, let's say, typical double penetrator, right? Obviously, gun depression is okay. If I remember this correctly, it's minus 10 degrees, if I am not mistaken, so you can play hold down pretty well, right? But once again, keep this in mind, you are not an impenetrable mother trucker, and people will still be able to spank you like there is no tomorrow. So this is very important thing to say. Meanwhile, I think we need to go for Mr. Udes. I'm going with a double penetration, pretty much blind shot. Hopefully I will hit him successfully. If not, I will try once again. You know, I have all time. And Mr. Udes, why do you have only 100 hit points left? Well, I have a feeling our lottery paid off, right? I just decided to go for a blind shot, and I think we connected it. Good, very good. Okay, motion. Do I want to go for a motion? I mean, with a standard ammunition, this wouldn't be the smartest choice. Okay, hear me out. I'm going to load the gold, and I will try to have some kind of nice crossfire to the motion. Or alternatively, I will try to eliminate guys sitting somewhere over there, right? That's what I want to do. One more thing, whenever I met TS-54, I noticed that most of the guys are spamming the full gold because it's just pretty much significantly better than to shoot 218mm penetration shells when you have faster APCRs with more penetration, right? I think this is definitely worth thing to highlight, so whenever you are going to meet this vehicle, you can expect to be penetrated with a gold, right? Meanwhile, enemy was saying and I'm saying now it's my turn. That was a bad aim. I cannot complain about this. I can only accept my responsibility being silly goose. That was my fault, obviously. Meanwhile, this gentleman is dead. Excellent. And now we are going to craft a bit better angle for this Mr. Motion. How are you doing, Motion? Enjoying yourself? Greetings. Now, all we need to do, we need to try to work this guy out. Not that simple to do as it is to say, well, all we need to do, we need to kill him. Good luck with that, buddy. Good luck with that. But the thing is, we have some support at this point. At this point, we have this M103. So all we need to do, we need to go in front here. I am dreaming about the double penetration. Beautiful double penetration, nice. And now all we want to do, we want to pretty much sneak through and try to face hug this gentleman, because our turret has quite a bit of armor. And if obviously he is not aiming properly, he has a hard time to penetrate us. Good, very, very nice. If I am dealing against the super heavy such as Motion, such as E75, or whatever else who has quite a bit of armor, I am just going to load the gold with this tank, and I would say everyone should do that if obviously you can afford. But if you can put the $8 a month, probably you are having a premium account, and if you have premium account, you should not struggle that much, if any, while playing this game, right? Now, speaking about the speed of this vehicle is actually alright. I cannot say it is super slow or super fast. I would say it is average. Is there a possibility to use turbo? Absolutely, yes. If you like your tanks to be tiny touch quicker, there is obviously possibility to do so. Okay, excellent. Hip hip hooray. And last, light tank. Now there is quite a big chance the light tank is probably going for our art, which is definitely the case. And can we support him? No, we are going to witness art dying. Okay, so the first game was quite weak, to be fair with you. I'm not super happy with my performance. I truly think we could have played better. I think the biggest mistake which I have done is I decided to go and support the field, which, or I suppose to say the forest or woods, however you would call them. I think that was a misplay. I actually needed to hold the heavy line, and that would have been significantly better, but what can you do, you know? Beggars can't be choosers. I messed up. Anyways, nevertheless, that blind shot should save everything, and no, I do not have a blind shot. I truly thought I did. Unbelievable. Sadness, fellas. Anyways, 2,400 damage, 1,600 assisting damage. We are going to survive this. We are second by experience, we are fourth by the damage, and we did 112,000 profits. And we got 112,000 profits. That is okay. Let's go for second, shall we? Hopefully second game is going to be better. Okay, round number 2, Mannerheim Line Standard Battle. I believe this is quite straightforward. Speaking about the game, all we need to do, we need to go into the heavy line, and I would say we need to start everything with APCRs. The main reason being is I really want to punish people who are trying to cross like this. That is very important, and we can punish them from position here, and we are going to play semi-hold down to a certain extent, right? That's what I believe, and that's what I am hoping for. I'm looking into this, and maybe turbo could work on this tank, but in the same time I really do not want to sacrifice the gun handling as well. Okay. Beautiful. This is the punishment from our side. Now we need to shoot one by one and we are going to be just fine. Should have aimed better, I guess, but it is how it is. That's fine. Mr. Indian Panzer, I do not really care about him. Look, step by step, one shot by one shot. Double? Nah. Probably not the best choice to go for a double here, but it is okay. The most important thing is he is dead and we are feeling just great with this. Meanwhile, how are you doing, E75 TS? That's it. I would say our team is booming at this point. At this point, I would say our team is feeling very, very, very well. In fact, I think we are feeling that well that I am making pressure like this. I will try to eliminate this E75 TS from the game. Hopefully I will be able to do that properly and without any hit points loss. That's what I am hoping for. Good. He took one. Excellent. Now we can try to spank the IS-3. Arta is hitting us for solid 350, like heavy tank would, by the way. But I don't really think we can change something about this, right? I'm trying to overmatch the IS-3 turret, which I definitely can do, and I will do. Excellent, very, very nice. So far, it's okay start. I lost half of the hit points though, but in the same time, we are kind of alright. Meanwhile, Mr. Vaka, whoopsie. I did not mean to touch this gentleman, but it is how it is. Mr. Vaka, I probably need to load the gold in this kind of situation, and in fact, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until I am going to have both of the shells loaded, so I can use my intuition skill in order to reload pretty much quicker. I know we can eliminate him from the game. I am 100% sure about this. All we need to do, we need to be smart. Wait until he will shoot. Okay. Not the best double penetrator, but let it be. I could have fired the single and I would have been just fine, you know? He should be dead anyways, it's okay. Doesn't really matter. Meanwhile, Astron Rex, I have a feeling Astron Rex is pretty much dead meat. Whenever we are going to arrive, probably he's going to be dead already, which is quite sad, but it is how it is. And now all we need to do, we need to make a bit of pressure for this Mr. Indian Panzer sitting in this area. After we are going to kill Mr. Indian Panzer, we are going to keep making pressure like this, and we are going to say hello for Mr. Shrek. Looking into this game, the biggest problem is our team is winning this game quite easily, right? That is probably the biggest problem, but it is a good problem to have, you know? Whenever you are winning the game nowadays, you should be happy. As an example, fellas, story time. Yesterday I played the game, and like 4 hours into the stream, my win ratio was like 38% or something like this. 38%. Playing various tanks, you know, playing for 5x experience and whatnot. Quite crazy if you would ask me, but this is World of Tanks nowadays, so, you know, I am feeling quite happy about every single victory we are having. I'm going for a blind shot for obvious reasons, maybe. Oh, okay, Mr. Shrek. How are you doing this fine day? I could have expected him to sit here in the corner, but, you know, I simply thought, maybe he relocated. Little did I knew he did not use his keyboard. Lorraine. Where is the Mr. Lorraine? Can we yoink this kill? There is no chance, and now we are just simply going for a last and remaining guy here. Hopefully, we can farm him a bit, at least we can double tap him, right? At least that's what I am hoping for, but obviously the time will show everything. Double tap, nice, excellent, 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 and now we are going to go for the last shot for Arta. I've seen Arta sitting somewhere here. Maybe he actually went for a bush. No, he did not bother it. Doesn't really matter, assisting damage is okay. So looking into this game, it is not bad, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It is not bad. We cannot say it was unplayable situation or something, or this tank performed like a big pile of caco. I made some mistakes myself. Obviously, I should not allow Arthas to spank me. I should not go for some double penetrations. But, you know, if you are addicted, you are addicted. What can I say? All in all, 2.6 thousand damage, 1.5 thousand assisting damage. First class for a very first time. Thank you very much for that. We are first by experience. We are second, third. We are third by the damage. And we got 46,000 profits as well. Considering I was shooting quite a bit of APCRs, it is not that horrible, is it? Let's go for a last one, and fingers crossed last one is going to be the best. Okay, last but not least, we have Ruinberg. Now in the Ruinberg, do I want to go into the middle? I think it is way too risky. I'm not a big fan of the city, but let's try to play there. Hopefully, everything will go well for us. The thing is, I do not see any other option but play hold down here and try to punish enemies for their mistakes and for their stupidity overall. I was considering to go on the field, but I'm afraid of the triangles. They can comfy sit here in the back, and there is no chance I am going to do something for them. And in the same time, I could maybe potentially go over there, but if someone is using the double bush here, it's going to be a problem. So I think the safe bet is to play in the city and to expect enemies to make some silly goose mistakes. Although looking in for enemy tank destroyers, what they are planning to do, or what type of tank destroyers they have, there is cover 4 to the side, there is a swiper. So that means those gentlemen, they can definitely play in the city, right? So we need to keep this in mind. Anyways, for a very first shot, I do not want to get spotted here. I want this Renier to be spotted. I want to peek sideways like a professional son of the banana, and I want to double tap him. That's the plan, that's the hope, that's the dream. So let's see what we can do. No, Renier gets spotted. Come on, Renier. You can do this. Just get spotted. You see, I do not really want to give my position away instantly. Hi. This is what I was looking for, you know? I was waiting until Mr. Renier will try to side scrap or whatever else, and after that we are spanking him in the face, right? That's what we are looking for, and so far everything worked pretty well for us. Renier is dead, so that is excellent. Okay. What do we want to do now? I would love to double tab this 50 TP prototype or this double penetrator. Actually, you know what? Let's go and finish him off. Nice. I just want to eliminate gun by gun without taking too much risk. And obviously going sideways is quite a risk for the biscuit situation, but I made this decision. Cover 4 Katasa is trying to get involved. He is getting slaughtered sideways probably. And oh my bananas, look at this, double penetrator relocated, so that is good. I like my position at this point. I need to load the gold in this situation, so let's do that. Gold on. And let's see how we can play this. We know that Tiger 2 is sitting in the back. We know that TS-54 is sitting in the back as well. So we need to be quite smart with our decisions. Unfortunately, we missed the shot, which is quite sad, but oh well, what can you do about this? And he's doing the same thing as I did. Okay, I'm sitting semi-hold down, hopefully he's not going to penetrate us, that's fine. Remember what I said before, that most of the TS-54s are going to spam the full gold. It is typical, and this is completely normal. There is nothing to be surprised about. You know, if the person can spend 8 euros a month on the tank in a way, it is fair enough, I guess. It is fair enough. Oh, my banana Swiper. Okay. I cannot do anything for Swiper, it's just simply not worth it. But what I can do, I can try to say hello for this T-34/3. Hopefully, I will craft a good angle to spank him out of this game. I tried to go for a double penetrator, for a double penetration, but hashtag never lucky, I guess. It's fine. Swiper is the most annoying of this game. I would love to say we can do something bad for this gentleman, but unfortunately we cannot. Now, all penetrate... How we can penetrate this Tiger 2 is just simply into Cupola, or alternatively, if he is going to make a mistake here and he is going to go sideways, obviously we can spank him in this way. But Cupola is pretty much the best bet in this kind of situation, right? Beautiful, he's down to fartable at this point. Very, very nice. Okay. How we are going to approach the enemies at this point? At this point, I want to join Mr. Defender and I want to go like this. I think this is the best bet and the best play for us. And once again, this 280 alpha damage is feeling kind of low. I truly want to highlight this, because if I am comparing it to the double penetrator tier 10, the 703, this tank is just... You know, it's just This is how I feel like. He's just waiting around the corner. He's expecting me to peek, and I want to peek. Don't get me wrong, I do want to peek, but in the same time, I have a feeling it is just simply not worth it. Okay, excellent. Now we can make pressure at this point. At this point we can make pressure. By the way, this defender is doing absolutely amazing job, to be fair with you. Although we should get our double tap. Not really, I will shoot one by one. Okay, we are fine. You see, now looking into the score which I am making with this tank, I don't feel like I am playing that badly. Don't get me wrong, I am not ideal, I cannot say, oh, that is the best play I ever made. No, it's not the case, right? But it doesn't change the fact that performance overall is very, very, very low with this tank. And I am trying to do my best. Whoops. And I am trying to do my best, fellas. Everyone is fighting for the last shot of damage, I see. And unfortunately, I missed it. Oh, come on. Can I penetrate him now, pretty please? Can I yoink this? Yoink. Nice. Okay. So looking into this performance, I'm not a big fan of this tank. I don't think it's horrible. I think I need to practice a bit more with this tank. Maybe I need to spam even more gold. As you saw in this game, I was just simply loading gold. I'm playing in the heavy line and I'm spamming it. There is nothing much what I could have done differently, apart aiming shots better probably. That's all I could have done differently, honestly. Anyways, 2,500 damage, 500 assisting damage. Yeah. There. Far away from being perfect, right? So looking into all of this, my performance with this tank is 2,500 damage and 1,200 assisting damage, which is bringing us to solid 3,700 combined, and that is not a bad score. But I just want to be honest, it's just not my tank. I do not see anything extraordinary about this vehicle, and if I really want to play with a low alpha double penetrator, I would go with IS-22, and I love this bugger with all my heart. This is such a sweet tank. So yeah, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you had a great time, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.